Welcome to the Alberta Nonprofit Learning Center. The importance of succession planning in nonprofit organizations. Have you ever wondered how important succession planning is for nonprofit organizations? Let's explore its importance in governing nonprofit organizations in real situations. At first, we need to mention that, by the end of this learning animation, you will be able to achieve the key learning objectives related to succession planning. These objectives will help you build the knowledge and skills needed to understand and apply succession planning effectively.
Thank you.
You're welcome, madam. Have a wonderful day.
Hey, Jerome. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Aisha.
You look glum. That coffee must be needed. What's on your mind?
As board chair of our soccer association, we need a succession plan by the end of the year. I don't know what it involves beyond replacing people who leave. I feel we don't have time for this with all our soccer programs.
It's not as overwhelming as it seems. We had some good discussions about what succession planning is and why we need to do it in our dance association this past year. And from that, we now have succession plans in place. And it didn't take that long.
Did that not distract your group from working on your dance competitions?
Not at all. It's good governance and ensures a smooth transition if someone leaves. It makes sure there's a trained person ready to step in.
So planning for succession, it's about getting a new person in when somebody leaves. I guess I have that right at least.
Yes, that is true. But it is more than simply that. Succession planning means that if someone leaves an organization, the right person is ready and trained to take their place. Having a plan in place will ensure that your organization will be able to quickly and efficiently find the right candidate to replace the departing board, staff, or volunteer member, as well as ensure a smooth transition to the new position for them. Succession planning is also about managing risks. It's about making sure you recruit the right leaders in advance to keep your organization successful. Darum, you've been an excellent chairperson, and the board has strengthened the soccer program. My daughter loves the improved soccer opportunities, thanks to your efforts.
Thank you, Aisha.
However, since you mentioned stepping down and other board members might leave too, it's important to pass on your knowledge now. Succession plans ensure organizational knowledge and board, staff, and volunteer competencies are maintained, regardless of term expiry and position turnover. By doing so, you get trained, knowledgeable, good board members, staff, and volunteers so the soccer organization continues on, stays strong, and does not risk going back to the days when it wasn't so good.
Okay, I think I am now seeing why our soccer association needs to have a plan for succession, not just for the sake of maintaining our current funding from the national body, but also to ensure our soccer program remains strong long into the future. But I have a question since you seem to know a lot about this topic. What do we need to do to begin planning for succession in our soccer association? What needs to be addressed or put in place first as part of that plan that is needed? I don't know where to start. Do you have some ideas? What did you do in your dance group, Aisha?
Yes, I have some key components for succession planning that I can share from my experience and training. First, you need to ensure that your organization has a clear vision, mission, and goals that everyone understands and aligns with. This will keep the soccer association focused and united, even during leadership changes.
That makes sense, Aisha. Actually, I don't want someone coming in and changing everything we've built or making the program elitist.
Yes, those are key reasons why having a clear vision, mission, and goals is crucial in any succession planning initiative. Another key part of succession planning is identifying important positions in your organization. Determine which roles are crucial and the skills needed for each.
I can think of two key positions right away, our coaches and soccer field coordinator. Without them, there's no soccer program. Thankfully, we've got those positions covered for this season, but we had to scramble early on to fill them. I even had to step in as field coordinator for the first few weeks before Janelle took over. She's really good and organized, the perfect fit for the role.
That's good, Darum, but what about next season and beyond? Will your current coaches stay, and are you working to identify future coaches? Do you have a plan to pass down the knowledge and experience of your current coaches to future ones in the community? Are you offering certification opportunities for potential coaches? Maybe Janelle, your excellent field coordinator, could start training others now so you don't have to scramble if she leaves suddenly. This is all about developing a strong leadership pipeline in your organization. As I learned in a succession planning course, it's essential to continually identify, develop, and nurture potential leaders from within. This includes encouraging risk-taking, experimentation, education, and training to help cultivate leaders from within your current organization.
Wow, you are a world of information, Aisha. Anything else I need to know?
We are just getting started. To my good friend Jerome, good succession planning also extends to your soccer board of directors. Does your board possess a variety of skills and experiences? A diverse and skilled board can provide valuable guidance during leadership transitions. This includes develop a culture of shared information among the board. Ensure that information doesn't leave with the last leader. Are your board members familiar with your role as chair so they could step in if needed? What about the treasurer and board secretary? Are other board members knowledgeable enough to fill in or replace them if necessary?
A couple of years ago, we had an issue with information sharing on our board. Our treasurer, Melina, used a new program to pay our bills, but had to leave suddenly to fight wildfires up north. She was gone for over 4 months, and we couldn't reach her. I tried to cover for her, but made several mistakes with the program, which led to some overdue payments and interest costs. We were very relieved when she returned.
Is she still in the treasurer position?
Yes, if Melina plans to leave at the end of this term, it's crucial to start transferring her knowledge now. This way, when she leaves, the board won't face any disruptions, and the transition will be smooth.
Yes, now you are getting this succession planning thing to rum. Also, you could even check now within your board or organization if someone might be interested in the treasurer position in the future, and she could even mentor them over the remaining time that she is treasurer. Derum, here is another component of good succession planning. Creating a transparent process for confirming reappointments and selecting board members to your organization. Make sure there is a transparent process in place so that everyone has the opportunity to express interest to be a board member in your organization. Most often, this is spelled out in the bylaws of your organization.
We go over the process to be nominated for board positions at our annual meeting each year in November for our soccer association. Then, right after doing that, we begin accepting nominations for each of the positions.
That is good, but do you send the process for nominating and selecting board members to members in advance of the meeting? That is showing that you go the extra mile in ensuring transparency in your organization.
No, we don't, but I guess we probably should. I know we do have to answer a lot of questions on that process at the meeting that we probably could clarify better in advance by sending the process for nominating and selecting members out to members before the meeting.
Here is another board consideration. Do you have limits on the number of terms that a board member can serve? Turnover provides the opportunity to bring in fresh perspectives and new ideas that can grow the organization. No turnover results in stagnation of your board.
We are set up well in this area, Aisha. We have 8 board members who serve 2-year term limits with 4 of the positions up in November each year. So 4 new board members join our team each year and 4 leave or put their names up again for re-election if they so choose. The chair is determined for the year from the group of 8 after the November annual meeting.
Okay. So you have been the chosen one as chair of the board for the last few years.
Yes. More likely because nobody else wants the job. I am ready to move on now and let others take on that reins and lead the group. But I will make sure everything the chair position requires is well documented and passed on to others from our conversation today.
Oh, Derum, you are becoming a succession planning expert. One more thing on board-related succession planning things to do. Do you have board member contracts?
No, we don't, and there is no way we are going to ever have such a thing. Are you kidding me, Aisha? Our board is made up of volunteer members. They are not going to put their name to any contract.
No, the contract is not intended to be legally enforced. The contract outlines explicitly what is expected of individual board members and how the organization will in turn be responsible to them. Wouldn't you want to know when you are putting your name in to be a board member, you are given information on exactly what is expected of you?
I never thought about it that way before. When I think about it, I wasn't given any information like that when I came in as a board member and had to figure it out what to do in my chairperson role myself for a year. How do we develop such a contract?
Perhaps spend some time at one of your board meetings as a group identifying the things you do as board members. Basically, developing a board member job description or contract. And I bet you might have some examples you could get with a little research from other soccer organizations that have done so or something like it.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing a board member contract document from our soccer association rival in the South. They never seemed to have any trouble getting board members.
Okay, enough on board considerations on succession planning. Here are a couple of final components of good succession planning that you need to know. Not only should the board share information well in the organization, information should be readily available to all in the organization. Key information should be readily accessible to everyone. This includes job descriptions, meeting minutes, bylaws, policies, procedures, programs, services, meeting schedules, revenue generation details, expenditures, and the strategic plan.
We are very good at information sharing both within our organization and to the community. We have an organization website with appropriate user access portals to our parents, coaches, board members, volunteers, community, media, and staff. Our communication person is outstanding at keeping the website updated, sharing relevant information, and promoting our soccer program across various social media platforms. They also ensure that the information is accessible on virtually any device, anywhere.
Yes, I do have to say if I need to find any information on your soccer program, Darum, I can find it instantly. Great work. In fact, I just saw that notice of the Wind Up Soccer Dinner on my Instagram on the way to see you today. The last component of any plan for succession is to actually document the plan. All the components we chatted about today should be identified and outlined in a succession plan. You need to develop intentional detailed plans to address anticipated and unanticipated departures of key leadership positions in the organization. In fact, you need to consider 3 types of succession plans in your overall plan for succession.
Wow, you are a world of information on succession planning, Aisha.
Well, hopefully it will be helpful for you and your organization. I do have to go now, Darum. Look forward to seeing you on the soccer crowd when I take my daughter to soccer tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Aisha, and yes, look forward to seeing you again soon too.
We hope you enjoyed this learning experience and gained new knowledge. For more detailed information on each of these type of succession plans, we recommend enrolling in the complimentary online course, 3 Perspectives on Succession Planning in a Nonprofit Organization. Stay in touch with us if you have any questions.